Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So we're super excited about this one. In today's video we go and check out the Muir woods. I might be butchering the pronunciation of that.
The giant redwoods on the California coast.
You guys know what we're talking about. Super excited, but as you can tell from the title, we run into some serious limitations and really find out firsthand what you can and cannot do when you're living in a bus traveling the country.
So let's start with the beginning, which is still in San Francisco.
So I'm kind of making sure that we don't slip into the hour time difference in California from Colorado, and I think it might be driving Zana a little nuts because I'm getting up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock every day California time, so that when we get back to Colorado we're not sleeping until like 8 or 9. Mostly because we're taking this massive hike. As soon as we get back, we're taking this 10-mile hike, and then we're gonna get married at the top of the hike. Don't worry, we're bringing the camera. You guys are gonna see it. And so we have to do that really early because we're gonna have a reception in the afternoon. So we have to be back down the mountain by a certain time and get ready and all this stuff. So anyway, we have to start at like 6 a.m. And there's no way that we would get up that early.
I appreciate it.
You do appreciate it? It's just crazy. Yeah. But good news is though, every day we get to see the sunrise. I'm gonna take you guys outside right now. This is the view that we get to wake up to. San Francisco. And of course Golden Gate Bridge. And then the bus. Not bad. Cool, there are RVs here. This is the spot to be. You can park here for free for a night. Why wouldn't you, right?
While Zana's editing our video for release today, I just want to remind everybody that we started doing time codes in our videos. For those of you who might not be here for the whole vlog, who don't want to sit through a 15-minute video, you just want to get to either the soul chat or the bus life part or the adventure part. So check the descriptions below if you find this part to be boring, rather than just leaving the video. That's kind of what the whole idea behind it is we'd rather you stick around and jump around the video than just leave. So don't forget about the timestamps. Okay, so we're just driving away from San Francisco north on, what is this place, the Pacific Highway?
Yeah, Panoramic Highway.
Panoramic Highway. And it just started getting gnarlier and gnarlier, and then warning signs for curvy road, and then like no vehicles over 30 feet, and then there were some really just treacherous turns, and so we decided to pull it over and not go any further. We're about 1.5 miles from the actual Muir woods. If we're butchering that, politely tell us in the comments, please. And then, so we're just gonna bike in. So we just parked the bus on the side of the road here at like a pull off, and we're gonna unstrap the bikes and hit it down this treacherous, dangerous road.
1.5 miles?
1.5 miles. Wish us luck.
But when I have cars coming up on my back, and like I know
tons of blind turns.
They're cars. I don't want to be a lone duckling.
It's an incredibly steep road with incredibly blind turns and absolutely no shoulder. We rode down about a good mile and pulled off on the shoulder. See how many cars there are? It's unbelievable.
But there are bike signs, and we saw cyclists, so I assumed that there was a bike path. There was like a little trailing off on the map that we looked at that looked like a trail. But
I'm just glad we didn't try to bring the bus down here, because getting it back up these hills and these turns, I'm already going to have a hard enough time where it is right now.
We always look for confirmation with things, and I asked Dad if like another car comes by and offers to take us down, maybe that'll be a sign. Otherwise we should turn around, and that's exactly what you said as well. And then like 2 cars later, a sheriff pulled up and was like, if you're not a trained cyclist, it gets steeper and worse down there. I wouldn't go down. So that was confirmation to turn around. We didn't have to feel like questioning about it.
Yep. Truly epic road. I mean, it goes from right there to down here within the matter of one turn. And I mean, that's this road in a nutshell. We are literally like 5 feet from where we were standing when we just recorded last.
We were gonna go a mile up this, walking our bikes up, and then we found
literally right in the middle of nowhere this beautiful path that has a stream running through it, a brook. I mean, it's just looks like an awesome hiking path. So this is going to be our adventure today.
we are provided for.
Yes, we are. So we were hiking for about, gosh, probably 3 miles now. Probably an hour or so. Beautiful woods out here, but we realized that the trail that we thought was going to lead right into the redwoods is actually closed off. So it's okay, c'est la vie. We've still had a really good time hiking. And we're going to do a nice chat with you guys back in the bus. So first we're going to stop here, get ourselves a California orange and some corn chips.
Yep.
And then head back up the same trail. So we'll see you guys back in the bus.
So that hike, honestly, in the back of our minds, we did really hope that that hike was going to end at the redwoods.
Yeah.
And we even went much further than we really should have on our empty stomachs and like on the side of the road, just to try to get to see these redwoods. It really just wasn't meant to be that day, but that hike was a really nice silver lining. It was really gorgeous.
Still amazing. I mean, there were amazing trees, and you could feel the energy, you know. We're not really those people who are like, we've got to see like the thing. We just, to be able to be in that whole environment where we know that those trees have lived, and, you know, we were in super close proximity.
It's incredibly alive. I mean, not only were there a ton of trees and vines around us, but even the trees themselves were coated with this amazing moss that, I mean, it was just, the air was
really
thick.
pretty.
It was so pretty. It was so nice to just be able to walk through the woods and have that, because really we thought the day was kind of shot at that point. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about what happened here.
So, real quick, before we get into all the details of what happened, kind of reflecting back what we've learned and, you know, thinking about what are the limitations that we've experienced living in this bus, we want to throw in some beauty shots for Jessica, I believe it is, who wanted to see some redwoods. Here's some redwood footage for you.
Didn't want to disappoint, Jessica.
Didn't want to disappoint. Not
there
our
you
footage.
are. Some beautiful redwoods. Some aerial shots for you. There's a guy climbing one. Got one of the guy climbing one there somewhere.
So yeah.
So, okay, didn't want to disappoint you. There's some shots of redwoods. In all seriousness, I felt really bad because there was a comment, you know, that you were excited.
You know,
to
you
see
guys
the
were
redwoods.
excited about it. Yeah, we were excited about it too. But I mean, you guys saw what happened. The roads were just really, really treacherous, and biking wasn't an option. And seeing that path was a fantastic silver lining, like you already said. But you know, when you're trying to drive a school bus to these places that are really gorgeous but a little bit more remote to get to, it really limits you on where you can actually go. And there have been multiple times where we've been headed on a road and it's like, we need to get out of Dodge, we need to turn around, because we don't want to risk the engine of our house, you know. That's the other.
No, and I know some of you might see that footage and say, oh, well, that doesn't look like that bad. You could go down those hills easily.
Let me tell ya.
But you have to turn around. We had to go back up those hills.
It's like,
I mean, there's people were giving us looks. We had, you know, you heard the cops were giving us looks and talked to us and told us not to go any further on our bikes. Everything was fighting against us to risk more than what was necessary to get down to where we needed to be. I just hope the thing that you can take away from this is that if you hear that voice in the back of your head that says this feels crazy,
I don't know if I should do this.
Just stop. Don't do it. Please just stop driving if you feel uncomfortable. Now, this is really for the guys out there. If you're driving with a female companion in the bus with you, this is when you have to put all of your ego to the side and
take into account that you have someone else's life in your hands, and it's not worth it.
And also listen to your female companion, because
Yeah.
they're super in tune usually with what's maybe
Yeah.
not super great.
It's very true. At least mine is. But definitely listen to your female companion, because we have gotten out of some sticky situations. We've been saved from situations that we should have been out of earlier, all because I listened to her. And this situation was one of those. So,
Yeah.
got to suck up your pride, and you got to say, you know what, we shouldn't go any further. Let's hoof it.
Yeah. But I mean, this thing is going to taking us all the way to the West Coast. We've been
So proud of
traveling
it.
for like 3 straight weeks. It's been amazing. It's going to take us all the way to the East Coast. We love this bus. We love our skoolie. We love it to death. But it is definitely going to limit the future places that we go. Even in Colorado before we went on this trip, there were places and roads in Colorado, BLM land, that we just could not access in this bus.
Oh, yeah.
So, those are basically the main limitations. I think just the mobility of a bus can be really tricky, and of course parking and stuff's like a whole other thing, but you guys know about that.
They're sort
So-
of one and the same, because it's all just basically it's the size that's the limit, right? You're
Right.
driving something that's large, that's an oversized vehicle, so it's gonna be bad.
And we knew that we weren't going to be able to see the redwoods that day. But then we came up across that awesome path, and I feel like there are always free beauty paths surrounding every sort of paid beauty spot that you could ever go to. So always just, if you don't have the money or if you don't have the ability to go into these national parks based on mobility or whatever, always look for these little tiny paths. It'll let you experience it, maybe not to the full extent, but
When the
get
door
to experience
closes, always look for the window.
And on that,
Thanks
we'll
for
see
watching.
you next time. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys have been so awesome at checking out livingZEAL.com. That's where we have all our ebooks, including our guide to building your own conversion. So check that out. Become a patron if you want to be super, super cool. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.